Hey guys, welcome to DIYMugBiz channel. If you're new here, my name is Lala. In this video, I am going to talk about the 3 mistakes I've learned while using my mug press so that you can avoid them. So let's get to number 1. So we all know that with a mug press, there's an element that we use, which is the mug element that we put onto the heat press. So when placing your mug into the element, make sure that it is snug. If it is too loose, it will not burn your design correctly onto your mug, meaning it will not transfer your image fully, your designs, the colors onto your mug. And it'll leave it a little bit light or blurry depending on how loose it is. So when placing your mug onto the heating element on your mug press, make sure that it is snug so that it will burn your design fully onto your mug. That's mistake number 1 to avoid. Let's move on to number 2. Now this one is related to number 1. When you are placing the mug into your mug press, you don't want to place it too loose, right? Because you don't want your image to not be burned onto your mug. But you also don't want it to be too tight, because if you put your mug in and it's too tight and your mug handle is right up against your mug press, that mug press will definitely break off your mug handle. So make sure that you adjust your mug correctly when placing in your mug press so that it is not right up against your mug press. Because when you close your mug press and your mug handle is too close, it will definitely just snap off your handle. And trust me, I've done it a few times and I've learned it. And now I want you guys to avoid the mistake that I made. So that's mistake number 2. Avoid placing your mug handle too close to your mug press so that when you close your mug press, it does not break. Okay, so let's move on to mistake number 3. When you're new to this, make sure you experiment with the temperature and the time. When you place your design on your mug and you place your mug into your mug press, if you don't have to correct temperature and time, your design will not fully transfer over onto your mug. That's mistake number 3 to avoid. Make sure you experiment with your temperature and your time, and make sure you have the correct temperature and time so that your design can be fully transferred onto your mug. Otherwise, it'll come out a little bit light. It'll come out like the design is still on your paper and not on your mug. So that's mistake number 3 to avoid. Make sure to experiment with temperature and time so that you have the correct temperature and time. When I first started making mugs, I had to learn this the hard way, and I had to play around with a few different mugs to make sure that my image has been burned correctly or fully onto my mug. And guys, that is the 3 mistakes to avoid when using a mug press, and I will see you in the next video.